Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Dive Bombers franchise rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4. Year number 3 here in control of the Dive Bombers, and year number 9 here in the Green Nachos League. Last episode for our Bombers, we came into the final 4 games of the season at 10-10, rated 500. We won the game we played against the champs 3-0 last episode behind Ace Cat Floral, who saved her best start of the season for last as we got that victory. We then went ahead and beat the Nocturnals in the Sim 7-2. So we have already locked up our first 500 or better season in team history, as they have not had a 500 or better season at all in the first 8 years prior. So now we need another one more win here today against either the Thumpers or the Toucans to lock up our first winning season in team history. Looking at the season standings, 2 wins today. If we beat the Thumpers, we take sole possession of first place today. And then if we beat the Toucans, we may lock up a division title. But keep in mind, our run differential is sitting at -27, so we are going to need some help, not only to win the division, but to also make the playoffs. First up, we're taking on division-leading Thumpers. On the mound, second-year pitcher Kelly Butters. Left-hander 2-1 with a 4.12 ERA and a 1.42 whip. She is Tier 2 K Collector and Tier 2 Elite Four-Seamer. And then on the mound for the Thumpers, it is veteran Wixit Linguino. 1-1 with a 3.63 ERA and a 1.30 whip. He is Tier 3 Gets Ahead and Tier 2 Stimulated. Thumpers have come into this game with 3 games left to play. We only have 2. So they have a game in hand on us. Right, I said we were waiting until after this game to make any more roster moves, so we're waiting on that. Let's do it. Here's the lineup. Leading off at shortstop, Garius Huffman, locked in. Batting second at third base, Albert Murphy. Batting third, locked in at second, Heather Mann. Batting fourth, on fire in right field, Salvador Pruitt. Batting fifth, getting the start in left field, is Harold South. Batting sixth is Garlic Simmons. He'll be in center field today as Beal is going to sit out. Batting seventh, tenth at first base is Stanley Vu. Batting eighth is catcher Adelina Tucker. Batting ninth is pitcher Kelly Butters. Lineup for the Thumpers, leading off in left field, is locked in PJ Freeman, former Dive Bomber. And then it's shortstop Maya Rogers, right fielder Muhammad Navarro, second baseman Arrest Blacksmith, batting fifth, tense third baseman Bland Grips, batting sixth, tense first baseman Xander Kerr, former Furry Flyer, batting seventh, center fielder Adriel Greer, batting eighth is catcher Rango Word, and batting ninth is Linguino. Here we go. To the Bengata Bowl we go. Final road game of the season for our Bombers. We got a lot on the line today. Let's see who's going to exit this game as the division leader.
The fans are ready to go at Bengata Bowl. The wait is over. It's baseball time. Now batting, the shortstop, number 4, Garius Huffman.
Respectable season here through his 5 starts. Linguino's 1-1, 3.63 ERA, 1.30 whip. He's only given up 9 runs this season in 22 1/3 innings, so he's averaging over 4 innings a start. 21 hits, surrendered 8 walks, 2 homers, a hit batsman, 19 strikeouts. He has a batting average against 241, which is currently the lowest of their starting rotation. Let's do it. Tier 3 gets ahead active on the first one. Hits the outside corner. Down, they swing. Turns it down, pulled foul by well down is Chase Brown is short. Rogers charges to the first, 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, number 71, Albert Murphy.
330 with 2 homers and 8 RBIs. Hello and welcome to Super Minor Network, home of your Super Minor League games. Hey, Silver Spring, welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you again. Hope your day's been well. Changeup hits the outside corner, apparently. 0-1. Little hack activates a Tier 2 for Murphy. Down the middle, changeup with foul or 2. You're up and in, sky to right center field. That's going to hang up out there, though, for Greer. 2 down.
Now batting, The second
And that is going to bring up
baseman,
second baseman
number
Heather Mann, who's
Heather
locked in here.
Mann.
312, 6 homers, 18 RBIs on the year. Tier 2 first pitch, Prayer active. Change up in the first pitch, in there for a strike on the corner, 0-1. Flatter away, rope to left center field, that's down for a base hit in front of Greer. First hit today for our offense is a 2-out single. Now keep it alive for on fire outfielder Salvador Pruitt. Infielder hitting .434 with 4 homers, 19 RBIs, and Tier 3 volatile. Heater middle in, jammed foul in the first pitch, 0-1. Ball middle in, line to left field, that's down for a base hit. Freeman plays the hop, 2 on, 2 down. Bombers threatening. Here's left fielder Harold South, the veteran, batting 149 off the bench, 2 RBIs. Tier 3 all-speed hitter and Tier 3 volatile active. Getting the start today with Beal out of the lineup. First pitch changeup, just caught the knees, 0-1. That's outside on the 2-seamer, 1-1. The ball away, pulled foul, 1-2. Ball down, rope to third, but right at grips, and that ends the inning as we strand 2. Little unlucky there. Bottom 1, Freeman, Rogers, and Navarro do up against Kelly Butters. BJ Freeman leads off. He's locked in. Former Bomber in left field today. Hitting .260 with 3 homers, 12 RBIs. Tier 2 sign stealer active here. Tier 2 RBI 0 not a factor at the current moment. Butters 2-1 in her 5 starts. 4.12 ERA, 1.42 WHIP. 11 runs given up in 24 innings, averaging just under 5 innings a start. 31 hits, 3 walks, a homer, a hit batsman, 17 strikeouts, and the batting average against a .313. Not bad. A lot better than last year, that's for sure, Kelly. First pitch heater up and away, fouled out of play, 0-1. Batter away, chased in, no grounder in the hole to short, under the glove of Huffman as he just couldn't quite range over for it. It's a leadoff single. Next up, Maya Rogers, shortstop hitting .333 with 3 homers, 14 RBIs. Down and in, hit on the ground hard under the diving glove of Vu into right field. That's 2 on and nobody out. So the Thumpers getting 2 on to start the inning instead of us getting 2 on before the end of the inning. Here comes right fielder Muhammad Navarro, the utility player. Hitting .234 with 4 homers, 18 RBIs. First pitch curveball at the knees. That's grounded up in the middle. Man is there. Flip the second 1. And Huffman the first. Double play. Love to see it. 2 down. Runner at third for Blacksmith. Tier 2 contact for his lefty active here. She's hitting only .200, but does still have 4 homers and 11 RBIs, so it's not like she's a pushover there at the plate. The lead four-seamer at the knees. Called a strike at 102, 0-1. Good up and in. That's a strike call. 0-2 as Whiffer activates at Tier 3. K Collector activates at Tier 2 for Butters. Fire down and in. Low and inside. 1-2. Using it up the way. High, 2-2. Outside as well. Away. Doors. 105. Got her to chase. First punch out for Butters, and that ends the inning. Good start. Runner stranded at third. Top 2 were scoreless. Simmons, Vu, and Tucker coming up. Garlic Simmons leading off in center field here for the Bombers in the 6th slot today. Hitting .361 with 2 homers, 12 RBIs. Linguino sets and fires. Slider down and right off the plate low, 1-0. Change up in the dirt, 2-0 count to Simmons. The ball caught the letters apparently. Got a favorable call there, 2-1. Change up, line to center field, but right at Greer. He didn't even have to move. 1 down. Stanley Vu up next, first baseman Tense, hitting .321 with 3 homers, 11 RBIs. Didn't get out of a little slump he's found himself in. Changeup hits the outside corner, 0-1. Heater down, dumped to center field. It's a base hit for Stanley. There we go. Third hit today for the Bombers. 1 on, 1 down here in the 2nd. Vu back to neutral. Here's Adelina Tucker, catcher with Tier 2 Ace Exterminator active. Hitting .312 with 2 homers, 8 RBIs on the year. Curveball in there at the knees, 0-1. Check high on the heater, good take, 1-1. Change up and in, line to short, picked by Rogers out of the air, 2 down. Now they'll bring up the pitch for Kelly Butters, batting 143 on the year. Trying to keep the inning alive here against Linguino. Heater up, strike call, 0-1. Change of middle of the plate, pulled down the right field line, hooking foul on the run over for Navarro, and that ends the inning in foul territory. We get a hit, but nothing more. Bottom 2, Grips, Kerr, and Greer coming up. Here's Bland Grips, third baseman Tense, tier 3 fastball hitter active. Sitting .271 with 4 RBIs on the year, no homers. Slider away in the first pitch outside, 1-0. Only 9 pitches for Butters in the first inning, and that curveball chopped back to Butters, who makes the play cleanly to first, 1 down. Next up, Xander Kerr, first baseman's also Tense. Tier 2 easy target active here, hitting .193 with 4 homers, 10 RBIs. First pitch four-seamer up, line hard to left field, and that's a base hit as that was in the center of the zone. 1 out single for Kerr. Here's Adriel Greer, center fielder, hitting .450 with a homer, 4 RBIs. Two-seamer down and in. Strike called on the corner, 0-1. Cut up in, high and inside, 1-1. Four-seamer out the way. Chased it, 1-2. Okay, collector activates at tier 2. Good ball in the dirt. It bounces, 2-2. Good block by Tucker. Tried it down and in. Pulled foul out of play. Count remains 2-2. Two-seam up and away. Chased it high, strike 3. He gone. Second punch out for Butters. 2 down for catcher Rango Word. Hitting .268 with a homer and 6 RBIs. Four-seam up and in. High and tight. Ball 1. Ball down. In the dirt. 2-0. In the middle of the plate. Word lines it into center field as that was left center of the zone. First and second now. Runner goes first to third on the errant throw. Pitcher up. It's Wicks Linguino. Hitting .143 on the year, looking to bring him home. Tier 2 distractor active at first base here. So that puts Butters' accuracy down to almost nothing. Forcing up and away. That's a strike. 0-1. Two-seamer up and in. High and tight. 1-1. Slider down. That's low. 2-1. Ball down. Chased it. 2-2. Big collector activates. Heater up and away. Outside. 3-2. Runner will be off. Heater up and away. Pulled to first. Vu is there. Fields it cleanly. Takes it to first. And that ends the inning as we strand 2. Good pitching from Butters to the third. We're scoreless. Hoffman, Murphy, and Mann top of the lineup due up for the Bombers. Hoffman up 0 for 1. Locked in. Fastball hitter active again at tier 3. Grounding up as short as first at bat. Heater off the plate. Ball 1. Heater away. Grounded hard to first. 1 hopper. Kerr picks it. Throw to first. 1 down. Next up, Murphy is over 1. Lined out his first at bat. Put the ball away, strike called in the corner, 0-1. Put ball down, pulled foul. It's quickly 0-2. Heater up in, grounded hard up the middle. That's a base hit for Murphy as he puts it through into center. Already the 4th hit today for our lineup. Runner on, 1 down. Here's Heather Mann, who singled her first at bat. She's 1 for 1 locked in. Still. First pitch change up, low and out of the zone. Ball 1. Change it down, chased it in the same spot. God damn it. Sky ball to left. Freeman is there. He didn't even have to move. 2 down. That is going to bring up Salvador Pruitt, who's 1 for 1 and still on fire. Single his first at bat. First slider up and way outside. Ball 1. Heater down the way in there. 1-1. Slider outside. 2-1 count. Leader down, late swing, 2-2. Slider away, poke to left field as he pulls it, drops in for a base hit there over the leaping shortstop. Pruitt 2 for 2. 2 on, 2 down. RBI chance here for Harold South, who lined out the third as first at bat. 0 for 1. And the veteran come through again. Curveball up and away, strike called, 0-1. Fouled it off, high, 0-2. Slider down and in, line to short, right at Rogers. 1, 2, 3 inning. That ends the inning. 2 more stranded for the Bombers. Bottom 3, Freeman, Rogers, and Navarro. Top of the lineup coming up for the Thumpers. Which team's going to blink first? Here's Freeman. He's 1 for 1 with a single. He was erased on a double play ground out or stranded at third base in the first inning. Down and away, fouled off, 0-1. Curveball middle in. Freeman skies it deep left of center, carrying well. I don't think he got all of it. Simmons did a warning track, leaping and robs him of a home run. That actually went deeper than I thought. Great play from Garlick in a backup position to bring that one back in. Here's Rogers, 1 for 1 with a single. Slider up and away, outside, ball 1. Zimmer way up and high, 2-0. Shooter down and in, rip foul, 2-1. Slider middle in, jammed her, pop-up foul on the first base side, Vu chasing after it. Lays out for it just out of his reach. Good play, though. 2-2. K collector activates. Curveball down in the way. Pulled foul. 2-2. Forcing up in the way. Doors. 104. Third punch up for Butters. Waiver. Bye-bye. 2 down for Navarro, who hit into a double play his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. 2-seamer down and in. Check strike called. 0-1. Four-seamer up and in, high, 1-1. Slider away, checked outside, it's 2-1. Four-seamer down and in, jammed it, just foul, 2-2. Try there. K collector activates. Ball away, pulled deep by Navarro. That's a hanger. South looking up. He's out of room, and that is going to beat the drum. It's a home run there as it lands in the left field bullpen. Navarro makes up for his earlier double play gaff by hitting his 5th home run of the season, and it's 1-0 Thumpers as he pulled that away curveball over the left field wall. Blacksmith up next, 0 for 1. First pitch curveball down and in. That's a strike, 0-1. Four-seamer down and away. Checked low, 1-1. Slider up and away. Popped up foul behind first. Vu on the run after it. That wide open foul territory area puts it away, and that ends the inning. But a home run for Navarro puts the Thumpers on the board. 1-0 to the 4th. Simmons, Vu, and Tucker coming up. Can we respond? Simmons leading off. He robbed a home run in the field. He's 0 for 1 and now locked in. Lined out his first at bat to center. Heater up and away. Strike called. 0-1. Heater in there. 0-2. Guino ahead. Heater up. Chased it out of the zone. Picked one hopper by Rogers on the backhand. Throw to first. 1 down. Next up, Vu. He singled his first at bat to get back to neutral mojo. He's 1 for 1. Reference Heater inside, caught the knees. Good pitch, 0-1. Heater up, hard grounder to second, backhanded by Blacksmith to her right, 2 down. Base is empty for Tucker, who's tense, 0 for 1. Heater down low, ball 1. Change of misses inside, 2-0 count to Tucker. Heater middle in, blasted by Tucker, deep to right center field. Navarro on the run, chasing after it, out of room to the warning track. He runs it down at the wall. Great range from Navarro. Bottom 4, it's 1-0 still. Thumpers ahead. Grips, Kerr, and Greer coming up. Just ran out of steam. If Tucker's not tense there, that's probably gone, or off the wall at least. Grips up there for 1 and tense. Forcing me down and in. Low ball 1. Slider up and in. Grips taking. Strike called. 1-1. Curl down and away. Whiffed on it. 1-2. Using up away. Chased it high. He gone. Fourth punch out for Butters. 1 down to lead off. Here's Kerr. 1 for 1 with a single. First pitch slider up and in. High and inside. 1-0. Goes down and away. That's a strike. 1-1. Using him in the dirt. Taken. 2-1. Go down and in. Pulled foul. 2-2. K collector activates for Butters. Heater up. High. 3-2. Using him up and away. Chased it. He gone. Fifth punch out for Butters. Back-to-back Ks. Next up, Greer. He's over 1. Sign Stealer activates on the first one. Heater misses high. 1-0. Heater away. That's on the corner. 1-1. Slider down and in. Whiffed on it. 1-2. Come down and away. Outside. 2-2. Two-seamer middle in. He gone. Chased it inside. Butters strikes out the side. 6 punch outs today for Cali. Top 5. It's still 1-0 Thumpers. Butters leads off. Then Huffman and Murphy. Come on, guys. Butters is pitching her heart out. Let's go. Butters over 1. Still not locked in, but Linguino is. Change it up and in. That's a strike call. 0-1. Heater up and in. Swung through late. 0-2. Curveball away is Chase, popped up shallow to short, caught by Rogers, 1 down. Next up is Huffman, who's over 2, but locked in. Third time to the lineup, through the lineup here for Linguino. Slider up, in there at the letters, 0-1. Change up, pulled foul, out of play, 0-2. Chase the heater out of the zone, liner softly to second, caught by Blacksmith, 2 down. Base is empty for Murphy, who's singled last at bat. He's 1 for 2. Change up in there at the letters, 0-1. Out in front of the changeup, low, chased it, 0-2. Slider chased out of the zone, popped up to short. Rogers is there in shallow left center, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Linguino. Halfway home here, bottom 5. We're still down 1-0. Word, Linguino and Freeman coming up. Here's Word, 1 for 1 with a single. Heater down and in. That's ball 1 inside. Curl down and away, low again, 2-0. Two-seamer up and in. Pop foul by Word. That's going to get out of the play on the left side as Murphy gives it a look. In the seats it goes, 2-1. Heater middle of the plate, ground and then hold a second. Man dives to her left, nice snag. Picks up and fires the first, 1 down. Linguino up next, 0 for 1. He's locked in still. Ball down the way, outside and low, 1-0. Heater up and indoors, 1-1. Team middle in, line to the gap, right center field, and that's going to be extra bases for Linguino as it rolls all the way to the fence. Simmons gets it in, but it is a 1-out double for the pitcher. Linguino capitalizes. Here's Freeman, 1 for 2 with a single. RBI 0 does activate though at tier 2. Slider middle in on the first pitch. Line to left field, and that's going to drop in for a hit in front of South, who's playing back. First and third now with 1 down. Thumpers threatening. Here's Rogers, 1 for 2 with a single. Goes him up away. Check strike. 0-1. Two-seamer low and outside. Off the plate. 1-1. Heater down. That's low. 2-1. Slider down and in. Chopper back to the mound. Runner coming home. Butters flips to the plate, and they got Linguino in a rundown between third and home. Murphy will tag him out, and that is the second out of the inning on the fielder's choice. First and second for Navarro, who homered last at bat. He's 1 for 2. This is the right guy they want to see up right now. Butters wants to get her revenge and take him out. Slider down and away on the first pitch. Off the plate. Ball 1 outside. It stayed. Heater up and in. Check strike. 1-1. Curveball hung. Liner to short. Right at Huffman, though, and we get out of it. 2 stranded by Butters. Top 6. It's still 1-0. Man, Pruitt, and South. Heart of the lineup. Due up for the Bombers. Can we get on the board here? Linguino settled in recent innings. Man leading off. 1 for 2 with a single. Locked in. Linguino also locked in. First pitch prayer active against gets ahead. And Linguino does just that. He gets ahead with a heater down and in. 0-1. Curveball down. Pulled it foul. 0-2. Chased it low. Heater middle in. Jammed by Man on the liner to right field, but right at Navarro. 1 down. Next up is Pruitt. 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He's on fire. Pitch heater misses outside. Ball 1. Heater middle away, and Pruitt's got liftoff deep right center field on the 2-seamer. That's not coming back as it drops in on the target halfway up the stands in right center. Pruitt caught a hanger on the fastball. That is his 5th homer of the year. We're tied at 1. Brought it back to even. Here we go. Brand new ball game, everybody, and here comes Harold South. 0 for 2 today. South has lined out twice. Once to third, once to short. First pitch, chain 2-seamer on the inside corner, low, 0-1. Linguino no longer locked in. Slider drops low out of the zone. 1-1 count. Curveball hangs, line at the middle as South got his breaking pitch. He's on with a 1-out single. His first today, he's 1 for 3. Next up, Simmons, who's 0 for 2 and locked in. Great arm behind the plate, we are not running. Change up inside, it missed off the corner high, 1-0. Change up misses outside, this time for the other high corner, 2-0. Slider middle inline softly to second, caught by Blacksmith for the 2nd out. As Simmons jumped on a 2-0 pitch, too bad it was off the plate inside. 2 down for Vu, he's 1 for 2 with a single. This will be pitch 70 coming from Linguino here. Change up high, misses, ball 1 out of the zone. Heater down in the way, this time the 4-seamer caught the knees, 1-1. Heater middle in, line to right center field, hanging up for Greer, and that ends the inning. But the Thumpers give up the lead. A bomb from Pruitt ties it up at 1. Bottom 6, Blacksmith, Cripps, and Kerr do up. Butters coming out for the 6th inning, looking to match Linguino with a quality start. Here's Blacksmith 0 for 2 intense. Butters, however, is already over 70 pitches. Linguino just got to 70 pitches. First pitch slider down and in is low. 1-0. 2-seamer away. Blacksmith lines it deep right center field. Simmons on the run. Runs it down on the backhand stab. 1 down. Good range Simmons. Here's Grips, who's 0 for 2 intense. 4-seamer in there. 0-1. Slider up and in. Grips taking inside. 1-1. One middle in, lined it to left center field. South ranging over in the gap, makes the catch. 2 down. Base empty for Kerr, 1 for 2 with a single. Grounded out last at bat. 2-seamer down and in. Low ball 1. 4-seamer away. Ball 2-0. Butters just hit the 80 pitch mark. The ball away, pulled foul. 2-1. 2-seamer up and in. Check 3-1. Slider up and away. Kerr popped it up. Butters off the mound. 2 were left. Calling for it in front of second base. 1-2-3 inning for Butters. 6 quality innings for her. Top 7 were tied at 1. It's Tucker, then Butters. That's a pinch hitter, and Huffman. Great pitching today, Kelly. Love it. Tucker up, tense, 0 for 2, flew out to the warning track at right center last at bat. Linguino stays out here to start the 7th here for the Thumpers. Change it down and in at the knees, 0-1. Curveball checked in the dirt, 1-1. Curveball outside, 2-1 count to Linguino. Slider hangs the letters, hard chopper to first. Kerr backhands cleanly, takes it himself, 1 down. Next up is Butters, who's locked in 0 for 2. She's done, though. 6 quality innings today for Kelly, giving up 1 run on a homer, 7 hits total, struck out 6. Very solid pitching performance from Kelly. A quality start, and she earned every second of it. Pinch hitting off the bench, we're going to go with catcher Gage Cano, who is Tier 2 clutch active here, hitting .262 with 5 RBIs. So Clutch is +5 to all his skills here, the medium buff. First pitch curveball in there at the knees from Linguino, 0-1. Peter up and in, line to right field. That is going to drop in the sliding glove of Navarro, who robs him of a hit. 2 down for Huffman, who's 0 for 3, but locked in. Grounded out twice and lined out. Slider up and in, that's a strike. Linguino locked in here. Chase the Peter out of the zone, 0-2. Peter away, grounded to second hard. Blacksmith there. Throw to first, 1-2-3 inning. Linguino through 7. We'll keep Cano in as he's going to sub in for Tucker, who's not feeling good today. We're going to go ahead. It's very tempting not to. I mean, we kind of got her, right? We're going to go to Juice Leon Lowry as he, I believe, rolled stimulated, or he's already juiced to begin with. We're going to take Tucker out as Cano takes over for her. Bottom 7. We're tied at 1. Greer, Word, and Linguino. Bottom of the lineup up for the Thumpers. What I miss? Hey, Biscuit. Welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you again. Hopefully your day's been well. Not a whole bunch. Butters threw 6 one-run innings. And Linguino so far has thrown 7 one-run innings for the Thumpers. They had a home run from Navarro, the right fielder, in the 3rd. And we had a home run from Pruitt in the 6th. So we're pretty even so far. This is only game 1. Still got 1 more game after this. But a win here gives sole possession of first place to whichever team wins this one. So they'll have sole possession of first place. Lowry did not roll stimulated. He was juiced coming into this game. He's 1-0 with a 0.95 ERA and a 1.11 whip. 3 runs given up, 2 earned in 13 appearances, 2 saves, 19 innings pitched out of the bullpen. 16 hits, 5 walks, 22 strikeouts, and a batting average against a .219. Facing Greer first as Sign Stealer activates on the first one, but he still is way late on a 103 heater at the letters. Slider down. Low, 1-1. Cutter up and away. Pulled foul, 1-2. Four-seamer up and in. He gone. Got him to chase it. First punch out for Lowry. Not even fair. Here's Word. 1 for 2 with a single. Reverse splits active here for Lowry. Cutter up and in. Check strike. 0-1. Four-seamer down and away. Doors. 0-2. Slider down and in. Inside. 1-2 off the plate. Cutter up and away. Popped it up behind second softly. Man in shallow right center. Puts it away. 2 down. I think if a juice player also rolls stimulated, they should be double juiced. I agree. 100%. That would be awesome. Unfair, but awesome. Linguino will stay in the game. He's going to come back out for the 8th. Tier 2 reverse splits. 1 for 2 with this double last at bat. Seamer up. That's a strike. 0-1. Reverse splits still active for Lowry. Slider down and in. Jammed foul. 0-2. Cutter up and in. Broken bat pop up by 3rd. Murphy over. Lays out. Makes a nice diving catch in foul territory. Dodging the shrapnel. 1-2-3 inning for Lowry. Top 8. It's 1-all. Murphy, Mann, and Pruitt. Heart of the lineup coming up. 104. Have mercy. And that was on a cutter. That wasn't even the 4-seamer. That was a cutter. Here's Murphy. 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch from Linguino. Changeup hits the corner. 0-1. So they've yet to remove the starter. Little hack activates for Murphy. Heater outside. 1-1. Changeup misses inside. 2-1. Little hack is gone for the rest of the count now. Changeup chased out of the zone. Hit soft liner up the middle over the diving Blacksmith's glove. It's the leadoff single for Murphy. Second hit today for Albert. Here's Heather Mann. 1 for 3 with a single. Was it even an elite pitch? No. No, it was not. His velocity is just maxed out and over 100. It might have been a four-seamer. I'm not sure. We'll have to go back and check. All right, Heather, let's do it. Linguino staying out there. First pitch, Prayer versus Gets Ahead. Gets Ahead wins that fight as that heater hits the high inside corner. 0-1. Chased it down and in the heater. 0-2. Slider down, pulled by man to left field. Into the glove of Freeman, though, for the first out as it hung up just a bit too much. Why is Linguino still in? They want it. Don't let them get away with this. I'm trying not to. Pruitt is jacked. He had a solo homer last at bat. 3 for 3. He's singled twice. Linguino will stay in to face him again. Oh, boy. I don't know about all this. Oh, also, Pruitt did not get stimulated. Neither did Linguino. Slider misses inside on the first one, 1-0. Pitch 90 coming from Linguino. Down and in, two-seamer, 2-0. Slider's high, it's 3-0. We get a green light if it's down the middle. That wasn't, but it's a number to second, slow roller. Blacksmith misses the tag on Murphy and gets the out at first just barely, 2 down. Harold South, the old man, coming up with the RBI chance, 1 for 3 with a single. He's failed twice earlier in the game. And they're leaving Linguino in to face him. Pruitt doesn't need stimulated. It wouldn't even help him much at this point. That's true. Change up low and outside. 1-0. Heater up. Lined hard to center field, but it's right at Greer to end the inning. And Linguino is going to get through the 8th at 94 pitches. Bottom 8. It's 1-all. Freeman, Rogers, and Navarro coming up. Amazon knows the worst time for Admirals. Yep. Here's Freeman, 2 for 3 with 2 singles, and he's locked in. Slider middle of the plate, turned on, belted down the right field line by Freeman, and it's off the foul pole. It's a home run. Beat the drum and the foul pole for P.J. Freeman. He crushes a first pitch slider. And they're up 2-1. 4th of the year for Freeman as it's the former dive bomber to put the dagger. Rogers up 1 for 3 with a single. Cutter up, blasted to right field, hit well. Pruitt retreating. 1 down. Navarro up next, 1 for 3 with a solo homer earlier in the game. Goes in the way, check strike at 104, 0-1. Cutter up, popped it up to shortstop, Huffman over. He's under it. 2 down. Base is empty for Blacksmith, tenths 0 for 3. Cutter up and in, 98. Okay, so it was the four-seamer. Heater down in the way, outside, 1-1. Cutter from the way, whiffed on it, 1-2. Whiffer active at tier 3, heater down and in. Line to third, Murphy there, that ends the inning. But a leadoff home run from P.J. Freeman, the former Dive Bombers. He dings a slider off the left field foul pole, right field foul pole, makes it 2-1. Thumpers take the lead to the 9th. Simmons, Vu in the pitcher slot, due up third. Simmons locked in, he's 0 for 3, looking to get something started. Linguino is coming out as they're going to the OG Thumper. Declan Valenzuela for the save. 3.22 ERA, 0.94 whip, 28 strikeouts, tier 2 easy jumps, only when a base runner's on. Wixit Linguino is going to leave with the chance for the win. 8 innings of 1-run ball, giving up 8 hits. He didn't walk anybody, and he didn't strike out anybody, but he did his job as the number 2 pitcher here on the roster. Here we go. All or nothing in the 9th. Can we respond? Valenzuela starts with a heater inside on the corner. 0-1. Heater down and in. This one's low. 1-1. Curveball misses outside. It's 2-1. I don't know if that's to me or not. It's not. Okay, good. Sorry, I was checking something real quick. 2-1 count for Simmons. Heater away, pulled a foul. 2-2 out in front of it. That was a changeup, actually. Okay. Looked like a heater. Change up way inside. It's a full count for Simmons. God damn it, it's a change up. One down for Vu, 1-3 with a single. Was that in the zone? No, it wasn't. It was a ball, of course. Powers right-hander activates for the first time today for Vu. He is tense again. Put the ball inside, that's a strike. 0-1. Meters up, 1-1. Out in front of the changeup again, 1-2. That's a nasty changeup. Yeah, Valenzuela's developed really well in this series. I would be more proud of him if he wasn't screwing us right now. Changeup inside, 1-2. Curveball away, popped up, shallow center, Blacksmith out for it, calls off Greer, 2 down. Down to our last out, Lowry up, pinch hitting for him, Eden Klippenstein with tier 3 pinch perfect. And the former Thumper makes some noise. Hitting 250 off the bench with an RBI. Heater up and away, caught the letters, 0-1. Curve on side, line to second, Blacksmith there, and that ends the game. There goes the division title chance. God, we suck. Fuck, man, that ends our winning streak, too. Thumpers win. They improved to 13-9. They now have control their own destiny for the division title, and we fall to 12-11. So, yay us. Drops our run differential to -28. We're basically screwed out of the playoffs probably, too. So this last game means nothing, but we still need to play it. Man, come on. Of course it had to be a late inning home run from that motherfucker Freeman. Of course, the only guy I didn't want to do it in the lineup, the former dive bomber. But all the runs today on solo homers, Pruitt, Freeman, Navarro. 6 quality innings for Butters, wasted. 1 run given up on 7 hits, 1 homer, 6 strikeouts. Lowry, 2 innings, 1 hit. It was a solo homer and a strikeout. He falls to 1-1. Wasn't even his fault. It was just Freeman turned on a good pitch, and, you know, he pulled it off the foul pole. A few more inches to the right, and we're still tied at 1 going to the bottom of the 9th. Linguino, 8 innings. I still don't know how we didn't score off his dumbass in the 7th and 8th. 8 hits, 1 earned run on a homer. He improves to 2-1, and Valenzuela gets the save, 1 strikeout. His 5th save of the year. Pruitt, the player of the game, followed by Freeman and Linguino. Well, there goes our season. We're fucked. The only thing we're playing for now is our first winning season. That's literally all we have left. There's no fucking shot we're going to make the playoffs. I just don't see it. -28 run differential, please. We need a lot of people just to choke here in the last couple of games, because that's asking for a miracle at this point. Beal, easy. You weren't available to play for this game, so this is your fault. Butters or Huffman? Huffman, he was hitless today. Butters pitched really well. Alright. So let's see. Do we even have an outside chance to make it in? Bottlenoses, we need a loss, and they rally and win. Of course they do, because, you know, that's how my life works. Beast and Trackers. Trackers lose. It didn't matter what they did. Bionics, I'd like a loss here, please. Night Bats blow them out for us. Thank you. Appreciate it. 13-1 there. This doesn't matter. Gold Coats do lose, though. Riddles and Bards. We need the Bards to lose, please. Come on, Riddles. Do us a favor. Thank you. 5-3. We needed that. Below Zeros lose to the Bottlenoses. Not great for us. Bird Lizards, if they beat the Thumpers, that would be great. But the Thumpers rally and win 8-7. They have locked up the division title. 14 wins for them. Swampers beat the Toucans 5-2. Didn't matter for the Toucans if they won or lost. Champs beat the Gold Coats. Beasts are going to crush the Tramplers 6-1. False Knights, I'd like a loss here, please. We need a miracle. Come on, Trackers. Nope. That ain't happening. Flyers beat the Night Bats in a game that didn't matter. Bionics win, of course. So they finish at 12-12. And Below Zeros beat the Bottlenoses, of course. So they each have 13 wins. Riddles beat the Gold Coats. And the Bards and Swampers in the final game here before our game. The Swampers are going to beat the Bards for us, though. So that's good for us. Bards finish at 12-12. Okay. So here is the situation as it currently stands. Win, lose, or draw, False Knights have won their division. Thumpers have already locked up the playoff berth, so they're in. So Thumpers and False Knights are in as the top 2 seeds. We are not going to make the playoffs. Win unless we win, number one, and we win by 25 runs. Our season is over. It was as Scootsy predicted. The run differential was going to fuck us, and we needed that win against the Thumpers right there. That win there, we're already in control of our own destiny. But yeah, unless we win this last game by 25 runs, this game don't mean jack shit other than giving us our first winning record in team history. We will still miss the playoffs. And it's against the last place Toucans. Rail Butcher on the mound with Tier 2 Meltdown. 1-0 with a 3.71 ERA and a 1.12 whip. And on the mound for us is Adeline Fontina. 1-2 with an 8.28 ERA and a 1.84 whip for the rookie. Looking around the league, no roster moves were made. Chance to get off-speed hitter here for Dakota. Might as well. 2 power to 39, 2 contact to 38. Bonus 2 power, we don't get it. Bonus 4 contact. We do get that, though. That's nice. Plus 6 roll there. Up to 42. She does not get Tier 3 off-speed hitter, though. That would have been nice. Chance to gain contact was right-hander for Simmons. 1 power to 70. 1 speed to 79. 1 fielding to 70. Bonus 2 power. Not going to get it. Bonus 2 speed. Not going to get it. Tier 2 contact for his right-handers. We won't get that either. Alright, not getting surrounded. Chance to get Rally Stopper for Box Richards. I mean, we don't need it now because we're not making the playoffs regardless. In other news, remember when you saw that one PDO that disappeared as soon as it popped up? That happened to me twice since then somehow. Okay, thank God it's not just me. I think the game might be breaking, which is impressive. Lose RBI hero, power, speed, and power for Murphy. Let's grab that. 2 power to 71, 1 speed to 56, bonus 1 power. We get that to 72. Plus 3 total for Murphy. And then Rally Stopper. Do I really buy this because it doesn't matter anymore? Richards, it would be... no, he's not even going to be on the team next year. I'm not even going to buy that. I had a weightlifting PDO appear in the feed for Ortiz. It was $100 and did absolutely nothing. Alright, well, since we're not going to make the playoffs, I'm also not going to go... I know we planned to make these roster moves if we won last episode. We will not be signing Justin Marshall. We will not be signing Wax Special. We are just going to play out the season here with Fontina on the mound, and we're just going to go for it. Fontina and Dakota will get to stay on the roster and finish off the season. Here's the lineup they have as lined up for. Simmons is going to play first base today. Okay. Mann at second. Pruitt on fire and right. Beal in center. Murphy at third. Huffman at shortstop. South and left. Cano catching. Honestly, that's fine with me. We need to score as many runs as humanly possible, and this is our best offensive lineup available to us. No stat increases, no traits, $100 for nothing, but it didn't appear in the actual PDO list. Wow, okay. How did Beal go from rattle to neutral in one game? Your guess is as good as mine, man. I have no idea. Lineup for the Toucans, leading off on left, Pax Martinelli. And then it's locked in first baseman Emily Barrett, third baseman Cowie Hackett, catcher Messiah Chuck Rose, 10th second baseman Newt Downtown, right fielder Gene Liu, 10th shortstop Brian Smile, 10th center fielder Hans Maloney, and then Rail Butcher, the 43-year-old veteran. Here we go. The regular season finale and home finale here today. Maybe Beal can make up for a bad season by hitting 25 home runs for us today. That would be nice. We're going to need something like that, because I have no fucking clue how we're going to score 25 runs and win. And remember, that 25 run differential is to tie the team at 13 and 11. We would need to technically score 20, win by 26 or more to avoid a tiebreaker shenanigans scenario. Here we go. Martinelli leading off in left, hitting .226 with a homer, 16 RBIs, facing rookie Adeline Fontina, who was supposed to get released before the start, but because we lost to the Thumpers and have no shot of making the playoffs unless we win by 26 runs or more, she's going to get to play out her rookie season. 1-2 with an 8.28 ERA and a 1.84 whip, 23 runs given up, 25 innings, 5 innings exactly a start, 33 hits, 13 walks, 4 homers, 22 strikeouts, and a batting average against 311. They'll give up at least 15 though. True. I hope so. You're up on the first pitch. Martinelli lines it in the left center field. Beal on the run, dives and cuts it off. That'll be a leadoff single for Martinelli. Next up is Barrett. He's locked in with tier 2 inside pitch. 246 with 4 homers and 9 RBIs. Great, I got the hiccups too. Perfect. First pitch curveball down and then low, 1-0. Heater down and away in the dirt, 2-0. 11 away. Barrett lines it over short, over the leaping Huffman's glove into left center field. That's going to roll all the way to the fence as Beal gives chase. And it's going to be an RBI double as the run scores from first. 1-0 Toucans. Bill probably gave you those hiccups. She is cursed. I know, right? Hack it up. Third baseman hitting 240 with 2 homers, 12 RBIs. Fontina's already tense. It's only been 2 batters. Cut her down and then fouled off, 0-1. Pitch, curveball outside, misses, 1-1. Four-seamer up and in. Line to left, South is there. 1 down, runner holds at second.
Now batting, the catcher, number 77, Messiah Chuck Rose.
Catcher Messiah Chuck Roast up, hitting 302 with 4 homers, 11 RBIs. Four-seamer away. That is blasted deep to left center field. South watches it, and that's going to get out of here, as that's going to ding off the light pole there in left center, as that one's going back to the rainforest. Home run for the Toucans, 5th of the year for Chuck Roast. It's already 3-0.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 41.
Newt downtown up, second baseman tense, hitting 247 with 3 homers and 8 RBIs. First pitch, curveball down in the dirt, 1-0. Slide up and away, check strike, 1-1. Cut her down, away, fouled off, 1-2. Whiffer activates at tier 2. Heater up, high, 2-2. Cut her down, 3-2. Curveball at the knees, line in the center, another hit. Gene Liu up, right fielder hitting 271 with a homer, 2 RBIs. First pitch, heater, middle in. That's a strike, 0-1. Slider down. Grounder to third, Murphy there. Throw to second, 1, man to first. Double play, love to see it. That ends the inning, but the Toucans get 3 on the board. An RBI double and then a 2-run homer. Bottom 1, we're down 3. Simmons, Mann, and Pruitt due up against 43-year-old veteran Rail Butcher with tier 2 meltdown, who still somehow has a job. And now I'm going to hold my breath and get rid of these hiccups. So if you hear nothing from me, it's probably because I'm trying not to die. Alright, hopefully that worked. Pruitt on fire. Did homer last game. It was our only run on the board. Ball low, 1-0. Low again, 2-0. Curve high, 3-0. Ball 4, it's a 4-pitch walk to Pruitt, as Butcher didn't even give him a pitch he saw in the strike zone. 2-out walk for Beal, hitting .208 with 3 RBIs. She sat out last game. Heater down, that's a strike, 0-1. Ball down, pulled a foul, 0-2. There it goes. Change up outside, pulled to short. Second, whatever, downtown to first. That ends the inning, and Beal is immediately tense again. Top 2, it's 3-0. Smile, Maloney, and Butcher coming up. Here's Smile, he's tense, batting under 200 with 3 RBIs on the year. Heater up and away, ball 1 outside. Ball down and in there, 1-1. Cutter up and in, inside, 2-1. Batter down and away, chopper to third. Murphy charges in, throw to first, 1 down. Maloney up next, center fielder tense, hitting .275 with a homer, 9 RBIs. Cutter up and in the first one, line to right of center, Beal on the run, 2 down. Next up, Butcher. Pitcher hits on the air. Does have an RBI, though. We're up, lined into center, right at Beal. It doesn't even have to move. 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 2, we're still down 3. Murphy, Huffman, and South coming up. Here's Murphy. He had 2 hits in the first game. Heater down and in, 0-1. Hack activates. Curveball away, pulled hard to second, right at downtown. Throw to first, 1 down. Huffman up next. He went 0 for 4 last game. Slider down and in at the knees. Good pitch. 1. Curve low. 1-1. Curveball drops in there. 1-2. Heater up. Lined over second base. That is down for a base hit for Huffman. He's on with a 1-out knock. He's locked in again. Next up, Harold South. 1 for 3 last game. 1 for 4. Heater up, ball 1. Pick off, and they knew he was going. Of course you did, you fucks. 2 down. Slider down, skied by South to right field. Right at Lou, and that ends the inning. To the third, we're down 3. Martinelli, Barrett, and Hackett coming up. Here's Martinelli, 1 for 1 with a single. Fontina back to neutral mojo here. Curveball down and in the dirt. 1-0. Heater up and away. Strike called, 1-1. Martinelli scored on a double in the first inning after singling. Slided down and away, nubbed foul, 1-2. Cut up in. He gone. First punch out for Fontina. Wave him bye-bye. Probably not a good idea since we're down 3-0 rookie, but you do you. Here's Barrett. 1 for 1 with an RBI double and a run scored in the first inning. Cutter up the way. High, ball 1. Forcing down in the way. Nubber to second. Pulled, slow roller. Man, bare hands on the charge. Throw to first. 2 down. Here's Hackett 0 for 1. Couple down on the first pitch. Line to second hard. Diving his man to a left. Nice snag, and that ends the inning. Bottom 3. We're down 3-0 still. Cano, Fontina, and Simmons coming up. Here's Gage Cano. Catcher 0 for 1 off the bench last game as a pinch hit line out. Curve up and in. Strike called 0-1. Change up and away high. 1-1. Chased it outside on the heater. 1-2. Heater up and in. Line through the middle. Base hit for Cano as he's going to reach with a 1-out with a leadoff single here in the third. Pitcher due up next. That's Fontina batting 167 as we're going to try and bunt him over. That is dropped down on the third base side. Butcher takes the out at first on the sacrifice. 1 down. Next up, Simmons, who's 0 for 1 with the RBI chance, though. Change it down and in at the knees. 0-1. Dribble down in the way. 0-2. Good pitch. Heater away. Blooper behind shortstop. Caught there by Smile for the second out. Dirted the throw. Next up, Man 0 for 1, but locked in again after the diving catch last inning. Fly away. Strike called 0-1. Right up and in, jammed in the hole to left. That's a base hit. Runner around third draws the throw. Runners at the corners, 2 down. And here's Pruitt, who's on fire. He drew a walk his first plate appearance. Slider away, hits the corner, 0-1. Leader up, blasted by Pruitt to center field, but right at the center fielder, Maloney, and that ends the inning. To the fourth, we're still down 3-0. Chuck Roast downtown and Lou coming up. Here's Chuck Roast, 1-for-1 with a 2-run homer his first at bat. Line gamer still active at tier 2. Rip it in. Ball 1 inside. Roasting down and in. Check low, 2-0. Put the ball away. That's a strike, 2-1. Slider down. Line to third over Murphy's glove down the line. Fair ball into the corner as South gives chase. Lines up and throws it in quickly. It's just a single. Downtown up next, 1-for-1 with a single. He's tense. Forcing me down and in on the first pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Slider down in the way. Nubber up the first base line. Slow roller. Fontina goes to second. Gets the lead runner by a step. 1 down. His heads up play by the rookie. Here's Lou, 0-for-1. Cutter up on the first pitch high. Ball 1. Forcing me down and in. Line to center. That's a base hit. 2 on, 1 down. Toucans threatening again here in the fourth. Here comes Smile. 0-for-1. He's tense. Put the ball away in the first pitch. That's pulled foul. 0-1 over the screen it goes. Cut up and in. Jammed him. Sky ball to left field. South in. Calling for it. 2 down. Next up, going to be Maloney, 0-for-1 intense.
Number 14, and Maloney.
Goes him down and away low. Ball 1. The ball up. Strike called at the letters. 1-1. Slider up and in. Hits the corner. 1-2. Cutter down and in. He gone. Chased it inside. Second punch out for Maloney. Or second punch out for Fontina. She strands 2. Bottom 4, it's 3-0. Beal, Murphy, and Huffman coming up. Gotta wake up, guys. 10, 0-for-1 is Beal. I'd like that first winning season. You're away, ball 1, outside. Rounded out her first at bat. Slider in there at the knees. 1-1. Fair ball middle away, blasted by Beal to left center, but that's going to hang up out there for Maloney. 1 down. Next up is Murphy, who's 0-for-1. Ball down in there at the knees. 0-1. Little hack activates at tier 2, but you're locked in. You're up line through the middle. It's a base hit for Murphy past the diving Smile. He's 1 for 2 today, and that knocks down Butcher back to neutral. Here's Huffman, 1-for-1 with a single. Change the way, pulled to third on the ground. 1 hopper, hack at the second 1, downtown to first, double play, and that ends the inning. To the fifth, we're still down 3-0. Butcher, Martinelli, and Barrett 2 up. Here's Butcher, 0-for-1.
Number 54, Rail Butcher.
There's the Peter up and in. Checked inside. 1-0. Peter up and away. That's a strike on the check. 1-1. Cutter down and in. Fouled off. 1-2. Cutter down and away. Chopped it foul. 1-2. Peter up and in. He gone. Chased it high. Third punch up for Fontina. 1 down for Martinelli. 1 for 2 with a single. Ball down and away. That is blasted to center field off the end of the bat, though. Beal retreats a few steps. 2 down. Barrett up next. 1 for 2 with an RBI double. Slider up and away. Outside and high. 1-0. Forcing me down and away. Going outside. 2-0. Cutter up and away. Barrett chops it on the ground to third. Backhanded by Murphy up the line. Throw to first. 1-2-3 inning for Fontina. Bottom 5, we're still down 3-0. South, Cano, and Fontina, bottom of the lineup coming up. There's South. He's 0-for-1 today. Flat his first at bat. Slider in there at the knees. 0-1. You're up center of the zone. Hard chopper off the back of the mound. That's a base hit for South. Harold 1 for 2 today. There's Butcher down to neutral mojo again. Here's Cano, 1-for-1 with a single. You're up away outside and high. 1-0. For a changeup up and away, 1-1. Ball hangs, ripped up the first baseline. Fair ball past the diving glove of the first baseman up the line. South around second. It will go to third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Here comes Fontino. One sack bunter first time up. No bat yet today. Field a double play depth here. Change of up, hitting the hole to short. Diving off the glove of Smile into left field. It's an RBI knock for Fontina, and that'll bring home South. It's 3-1. I believe that's her first career RBI. Let's get that ball. Here's Simmons, 0 for 2. Where is she? That is her first career RBI. Give me that ball. 2-1, nobody out here. Clutch activates at second base for Cano. Simmons up, he's 0 for 2. Heater up and in, jammed it foul in the first one, 0-1. Change away, pulled on the ground to first, picked by Barrett, throw to second, 1, Smile to first. A double play, apparently. 2 down for Mann, runner at third, 1 for 2 with a single. Change down and in on the first one, ripped foul, 0-1. Heater down and away, hit hard on the ground to third, right at Hackett, throw across the first, in time to end the inning though. Came one batter shy of activating Meltdown and couldn't do it, but we got a run on the board on Fontina's RBI single, 3-1 to the 6th. Hackett, Chuck roasting downtown coming up. With Hackett 0 for 2 intense. First pitch forcing down and in. That's a strike. 0-1. Slider up and in. Inside. 1-1. Header away. That's fouled off. 1-2. Curveball down and in. Inside and low. 2-2. Heater up and away. Checked high. 3-2. Up and in, way high. First walk today for Fontina. Leadoff man on for Chuck Roast. RBI single and a 2-run homer earlier. Ball down the way, check strike, 0-1. Forcing down and in, low in the dirt, 1-1. Slider down. Grounder to second, right at Mann. Flip to second, 1. Huff in the first. Double play, love to see it. 2 down, bases empty for downtown. 1 for 2 with a single. Cutter up and away in the first one. Outside and high. 1-0. Forcing her down and away. Line to right center field. Into the gap it goes as Beal gives chase to the wall. It's going to be a 2-out double here for downtown. Putting him in scoring position with 2 outs for Louis. 1 for 2 with a single. Ball away on the first pitch. That is pulled deep to right center field. Pruitt on the run. That's going to hit off the fence at the base of the wall and be extra bases. RBI double makes it 4-1. There goes the quality start for Fontina. She came 1 out shy from it. Here's Smile, 0 for 2 intense. Away. Pulled deep to right field. Hit decently well. Pruitt retreating to the warning track. He's at the wall and robbed him of a home run. A suck it, Smile. Great play, Pruitt. But that RBI double makes it 4-1 from Lou there with 2 down in the 6th. Bottom 6, we're down 3. Pruitt, Beal, and Murphy coming up. Here's Pruitt, 0 for 1 with a walk. He's on fire, though. Well down and the way outside, 1-0. Slider away, whiffed on it, 1-1. Change inside, rip foul, 1-2. Heater down and in. Pruitt lines it to center, shallow. Caught there by Maloney, 1 down. Next up, Beal, 0 for 2 intense. Run out and grounded out. Change back in stride, 0-1. Heater away, fouled off out of play on the left side, 0-2. Chased it, strike 3. Great swing, Beal. 2 down for Murphy, 1 for 2 with a single. Curveball inside, pulled foul on the first pitch out of play, 0-1. Lohack activates at tier 2. Curveball down, pulled a foul again, still 0-2. Now it's 0-2. Curveball inside, pulled by Murphy deep to right field. He turned on the breaking pitch at the wall, leaping out of the reach of the outfielder. That one drops in on the target thanks to Cringe Colonial there with the low wall in right. Murphy's 3rd homer of the season. That puts us back on the board. It is 4-2. Next up, Huffman 1 for 2 with a single. Good leaping effort out there by Louie, just missed it. Fastball hitter active at tier 3 for Huffman. Change it down on the first pitch, pulled foul, 0-1. Leader up, chased, liner to right field shallow. It drops in for a hit. Inning stays alive with 2 down here. Here's South, 1 for 2 with a single.
Number 32, Harold South.
Long look at first there on the pitch out, 1-0. Another long look, there's a pickoff attempt, 1-0. Another pickoff, one. Still no pitches thrown to South, or 1 pitch has been thrown. Slider down on the first pitch, the next pitch fouled back, 1-1. Changed up and in, check tied, 2-1. Go down, chased it low, chopper to short. Smile to first, that ends the inning. To the 7th, we're down 4-2. We get a run back on the home run by Murphy. Maloney, Butcher, and Martinelli do up. Fontina done after 6 innings, giving up 4 runs on 8 hits, 1 walk, I think 3 or 4 strikeouts. Decent pitching today for Fontina, one of her better outings for sure. She's just not going to get the run support to get the win. Coming out of the bullpen here, we're going to go ahead and hand it off here to Box Richards here. We're gonna take South out here in left field, and we're gonna bring in a rookie Lennox Dakota to play the outfield if she's gonna take over. So that's second next inning. Richards is an addition from the Furry Flyers. We thought we were gonna be in playoff contention, so we signed him to beef up the bullpen. And unfortunately, well, we got eliminated. So Richards, no record of 5.52 ERA, 1.64 WHIP, 9 runs given up, 11 appearances, 1 save, 14 2/3 innings, 19 hits, 5 walks, a wild pitch, 5 homers, 2 hit batsmen. 11 strikeouts, a batting average against it, 311, all for the Furry Flyers. Let's get the Tier 2 Elite 4 senior. Here, inside blown by Maloney, 0-1. Slider down, that's low, 1-1. Right up and away, that's pulled foul, out of play, 1-2. Change it down and in. Chopper in the hole is short. Huffman ranges over on the backhand. Throw to first. 1 down. Next up is Butcher, 0 for 2. Heater up and into the pitcher. Strike called, 0-1. Heater up and away. Check strike, 0-2. Heater away. Outside, 1-2. Change it down, middle in. Rip foul, 1-2. Runner inside, fouled off, out of play, 1-2. There's him up and away. He gone, chased it, first punch out for Richards, 2 down. Next up Martinelli, 1 for 3 with a single. Change it down and in on the first one, that's line to right field. That's going to drop in front of Pruitt for a hit. Runner on with 2 down. That brings up Barrett, 1 for 3 with an RBI double earlier. Get it down the way, strike call, 0-1. Slider away, chased outside, 0-2. Throws him down the way, foul back, 0-2. Change it down and in, way inside, 1-2. Right up and in, jammed it up the middle, base hit for Barrett as that's going to keep it alive. 2-1, 2 down. Big spot for the Toucans. Here's Hackett over through the block last time. He up the way. Chased it 0-1. Slider down and in. Jammed it foul, 0-2. Force him up and in. Pulled deep right of center. Beal on the run. Retreating, diving, out of her reach, and that's going to allow 2 runs to score. 2-run double makes it 6-2, and the Toucans are extending the lead here in the 7th. Here's Chuck Roast. 2 for 3 day for Messiah. They get 3 for 4 as that's a base hit in the left field. Dakota there gets it in. First and third, 2 down. Here's Downtown. 2 for 3, double and a single. Heater up and in. Pulled foul. 0-1. Richards tense. Change it down in the way low. 1-1. Heater down in the way. Doesn't get the call, 2-1. Slider down and in. That's pulled foul. 2-2. Ripper activates. Change up. Rip foul. 2-2. Forcing rip away. Called. Strike 3. Can I help you, Newt? No, you're just looking. Take your window shopping butt elsewhere. Second punch out for Richards, but he gives up 2 runs. 6-2, bottom 7. Cano, Dakota, and Simmons coming up. Our season is over. Here's Cano, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. I was really hoping we'd get our first winning season, but I guess we can be happy with a 500 season. Would have been nice to be winning, but, you know. Heater down on the way outside, 1-0. Slider in there, 1-1. Change up in there, 1-2. Slider chase low, chopper back to Butcher. He makes the play, 1 down. Here's Dakota, first at bat for the rookie today, batting 167 on the year. Slider stays outside from Butcher, 1-0. Slider up, pulled by Dakota. That's going to get out of play on the right side, 1-1. Change up, pulled on the ground with the middle. Downtown backhand, throw to first, 2 down. Base is empty for Simmons, he's 0 for 3. Ball up on the first pitch, ripped down the right field line, but that is foul, 0-1. A little early. Heater up and in, way high, 1-1. Slider middle in, line to second, right at downtown. 1-2-3 inning. To the 8th, we're down 4. And this game's basically over. Alright, subbing in out of the bullpen here. We can go ahead and bring in. Say it with me, everybody. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Tyler Tang. He's going to come in. Alright, Tyler. See if you can finish off your season strong, eh, buddy? Heater up and away. Chased it, 0-1. Slider down and in. That's fouled off. It's 0-2. K Collector activates at tier 2. Cutter up and in. He gone. Chased it. Tyler with the punch out. Next up, Smile 0 for 3 intense. Cutter down the way line to short. Huffman leaps. Nice catch. 2 down. Maloney up next. He's tense. 0 for 3. Cutter up and in the first one. Strike call. 0-1. Goes in rip away. Chased outside and fouled back, 0-2. Okay, Collector activates. Slider down and away. Chased it, but he got to it. Pulled foul, staying at 0-2. Got it down and in. He gone. Swung over it. Second punch out for Tang. 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 8 at 6-2. Mann, Pruitt, and Beal. Heart of the lineup coming up. Here's Heather Mann. Went through with the single locked in. Newt downtown. Double switches out for Davis Smacks as the backup second baseman enters. That's the only defensive change. Butcher staying in for the 8th inning. Heater inside, misses off the plate, 1-0. Change up inside, it's 2-0 to Mann. Heater middle in, ripped down the right field line, just foul, 2-1. Change up outside, 3-1, good take. Checked inside on the heater, ball 4, second walk for Butcher. He just crossed the 80 pitch mark. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull him here. Especially with Pruitt walking to the plate 0 for 2 with a walk today. But Butcher's staying out there. Slider away, misses outside, 1-0. Curve up and in, high, 2-0 count to Pruitt. Change away, lined up the middle, dump for a base hit. And digging for third, here's the throw from Maloney, not in time. It's a double for Pruitt as he advances on the throw. 2 in scoring position, nobody out for Beal with RBI Hero and Choker both active. She's tense and 0 for 3. Sitting at an even 200 batting average. And they ain't going to leave it up to chance. Out of the bullpen, long reliever Ty Quintana. 3.26 ERA, 1.19 whip, 21 strikeouts. He's going to try and slam the door. Butcher right now does have a quality start, but if both runners score, he loses it. Still, solid 7+ innings from him today. And double switching in is Dorothy Underwood. She will play center field as Hans Maloney will exit. There we go. Lefty-lefty matchup. RBI Hero, Choker, both active for Beal. Heater up and in, high and inside, 1-0, and she's also still tense, by the way. Heater away, late swing at 101. Heater whiffed on it, 1-2. Slider down, chopper up the middle, high hopper, cut off by Smile. He'll go to first. RBI ground out for Beal, her 4th RBI of the year. It is 6-3 now. Next up is Murphy, solo homer last at bat. He's also singled, 2 for 3 today. First pitch, fork ball in the dirt, 1-0. Heater up in there at the letters, 1-1. Down, late swing, 1-2 as Little Hack activates for Murphy. Chased it down in the way, Heater, first punch out for Quintana. 2 down for Huffman, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. RBI 0 active here with fastball hitter. Heater up, whiffed on it late, 0-1. Heater up, late on it again, 0-2. Challenging him. Chased it, strike 3. 3 straight heaters from Quintana at 104 fuck ass. For the 9th, we're down 3. Underwood, Martinelli, and Barrett do up against Tang. There's Underwood, her first at bat of the game, hitting 250 off the bench this year. Heater up away, strike called, 0-1. Slide down in the way, chased it outside, 0-2. K Collector active again, cut her up and in. Chased it, she gone. 3rd punch out for Tyler Tang. There's Martinelli, 2 for 4, 2 singles. Cut her down in the way. Foul off, 0-1. Forcing her up and in. Inside check, 1-1 off the plate. Slider up and away. Chase pulled on the ground to first. Beal there. Takes it herself. 2 down. Tang locked in. Here's Barrett, 2 for 4. RBI double and a single today. Slider down on the first pitch low. 1-0. Heater down the way low. 2-0. Cut her up and away. Outside. 3-0. Heater middle in. Ball 4 off the plate. First walk for Tang. It's the first base runner to reach off him. Here's Hackett, 1 for 3 with a 2-run double last bat. He's also walked. Slider down and in, runner goes inside. Throw down by Cano. Just late. 1-0 pitch. Heater away. Check strike. 1-1. Cut up and in. That's a strike called. 1-2. Heater down and in. He gone. Chased it. 4th punch out for Tang. Say his name. He appears. Tang due up first, pinch hitter, then Cano and get Dakota. Our last chance. Here's Tang. Pinch hitting for him. We're going to go to Eden Klippenstein here off the bench with tier 3 pinch perfect. Hitting 240 with an RBI. 0 for 1 off the bench in game 1. Heater chased inside. 0-1. Heater chased again. Fouled off. 0-2. Heater up indoors. Quintana, another punch out. 1 down for Cano, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. He does have clutch active here. Ball away, strike called, 0-1. Chased it up and in, jam shot the second, caught by Smile, 2 down. There's Dakota for 1, last chance for us. Slider up and in high, 1-0. Chased it down and in, dribbler to first. Barrett takes it to the bag, and we lose. We lose both games in the episode, falling from 12-10 to 12-12, and we don't get our first winning season in team history. Good job, guys. Y'all fucking suck. But hey, at 500 records is our first in team history. That's improvement. Yeah, and it's slow improvement that's annoying the shit out of me, and it makes me want to hang myself. So, solo home run for Murphy. RBI ground out for Beal. RBI single for Fontina. For the Toucans, 2-run homer for Chuck Roast and an RBI double from Barrett in the first inning. Hackett, a 2-run double in the 6th inning to break it open. And then Lou with an RBI double as well. Actually, Hackett's was in the 7th inning, if I'm right. And I believe Lou's was in the 6th inning. There we go. Had them flip-flopped. Butcher, 7 quality innings for the 43-year-old. He gets the win. 10 hits given up, 2 walks, 3 earned runs, a strikeout, and a homer. As we lose to the last place Toucans, a team we should have beaten. They improved to 2. Butcher improves to 2-0. Quintana gets his 3rd save of the year. 2 scoreless innings, 3 strikeouts. Little bastard. Fontina, 6 innings, 8 hits, 4 earned runs, a walk, 3 strikeouts, a homer. She falls to 1-3. Richards, an inning, gives up 2 runs on 4 hits. He's a bum. And Tyler Tang, 2 scoreless innings out of the pen with 1 walk given up, striking out 4 out of 7 batters he faced. Chuck Roast, the player of the game, followed by Barrett and then Murphy. If you didn't know already, guys, the Dive Bombers, we suck. Hey, we reached 500. Whoop-de-woo. I wanted a winning record. Also wanted a playoff berth, but you know what? I guess we've still come far with this team, but it don't feel like it. This is very, what's the word? Patronizing of an end to a season. Fuck it. Radical or Reynolds? Reynolds. He's going to be cheaper. Pruitt or Beal? Pruitt. Easy choice. Alright, finish off the season here. Thumpers have already won the division title, so they could lose this game if they so felt like it, and they did. They lose 3-2. They're still going to be the top team in the playoffs unless the False Knights win their final game. Champs win that game. False Knights do win their final game, so they are going to be the number 1 seed as they beat whoever they were playing. And then the Nightbats crushed the Leatherwings 3-2. So, playoff brackets. Nightbats have the best record at 16, second best record actually, it's 16-8. They're the 2 seed. Number 1 seed is the Riddles at 18-6. Champs at 15-9 are the 3, and the Swampers at 13-11 get past the Gold Coats at the end to get the number 4 seed. In our conference, the number 1 seed is the False Knights, who win the tiebreaker over the Thumpers, as both were 14-10. So Knights are number 1, Thumpers number 2. Number 3 team is going to be the Bards with +4, and then the number 4 team is going to be the Below Zeros with +2. Or no, that's wrong. Below Zeros are the 3 with +2, and the Bottlenoses are 4 at -3 run differential. We finish in 3rd, 12-12. God, we suck. All right, player development, what do we got? Chapper Sardi goes to the False Knights, replacing Quinn Kicky. Cashed at Nomskulls, cut by the Bards for Dane Walters. Atlas Good goes to the Swampers for the playoffs. He'll replace Josiah Patton. Max Burke will go to the False Knights, replacing Rod Henderson in the bullpen. Savannah Bates released by the Gold Coats for Gail Roth. Madden Shaw to the Zeros. He'll replace Sage Shoei as they're going to the playoffs. Chris Klein released by the Gold Coats for replaced by Apollo Birch. Alexandria Raymond to the Bottlenosers, replacing Clayton Hardcore. Bottlenoses, I believe, are going to the playoffs as well. Ernie Mike Drop released by the Bird Lizards for Bentley Nixon. Quintana released by the Leatherwings for Smash Lafayette. Leatherwings aren't going to the playoffs, I believe. Bottlenoses signed Drummond, replacing Knox Dropkin. Turnpike to the Bards, replacing Biddles Hunterly. Justin Marshall to the Leatherwings, replacing Jackman. Surprised they're making those moves. They're not in the playoffs. McKay loses 1 speed. Rodriguez to the Wings, replacing Judy Gold. Lee McMahon to the Bards, replacing Kaysen Chen. Harold Roberson to the Bards, replacing Gunnar Malone. Guillermo Riley to the Tramplers, replacing Reese Guns. Do I want to make any roster moves just because I feel like it? No. I'm not earning any money. Are the Leatherwings going? Did I miss something? They're 12-12, but yeah, no, they didn't make it. They made all those big roster moves, and they're not even going to the playoffs. That's funny. Talk about jumping the gun there, kid. All right, chance to get Little Hack for Heather Mann. Extra velocity for Thicket. Rally Stopper, we're not buying this for Richards. He's not going to be on the team next year. Not buying that. Pruitt, that's a good one. Okay, so we got 3. Man up first. Looking for Little Hack. 1 power to 92. 1 speed to 56. 1 fielding to 75. Bonus 2 power. We're not going to get it. Bonus 2 speed. Not going to get it either. Tier 2 Little Hack. 20% chance. Nope. Unlucky Heather. But loyalty finishes in 95 for the year. Brayson Thicket. 1 velo to 79. Bonus 3 velocity. He'll get that. It's +4. Up to 82. Nice job, Brayson. He's an A+ now. And then Pruitt, 2 contact to 79, 2 fielding to 55, bonus 2 contact, no dice, +4 fielding. Not going to get it either. So, but Pruitt's loyalty maxes out, so that's good for us. All right, let's sim the playoffs. We have no skin in the game once again, but at least we finished at 500. Here we go. Who's going to be the champion in year 9? Champs taking on the Nightbats here. Champs blow them out 14-8. Riddles win 3-0 over the Swampers. Thumpers win 3-1 over the Below Zeros, and False Knights lose to the Bottlenoses 7-5. Nightbats need to win to force Game 3, and they are going to blow out the Champs, winning 15-5. Riddles and Swampers. Riddles are going to rally but lose 4-3. They're going to Game 3. Thumpers on the road against the Below Zeros. Thumpers win 6-4. They sweep the Below Zeros. False Knights force game 3 as they hold off the late charge from the Bottlenoses, 4-3. Nightbats rally and win in extras, 5-4 as they eliminate the champs. Reverse sweep there, and the Riddles lose to the Swampers 4-3. So the Swampers pulled a reverse sweep, knocking off the Riddles with the best record. False Knights do win 4-2. So it's 1-2 on our side, 4-2 on the others. The Nightbats blow out the Swampers 12-1 in game 1. Thumpers rally on the road and win in 12 innings, 6-5, as they take game 1. Swampers rally but lose 4-3. Nightbats sweep, they'll advance. Thumpers win at home 4-3, they sweep. 2 versus 2, Nightbats have the advantage, they have the better record. Thumpers rally but lose 10-9, hate to see it. Thumpers lose 4-3, Nightbats win in 10 as they sweep the finals. Nightbats are your year 9 champions. Congratulations, Nightbats. Not sure if they've won a title here in this series. This might be their first. Go back to year 2 here real quick. Nope, it was the Bionics last year. And then the Riddles the year before that. Nightbats have been making the playoffs, though, every year here. So they have become quite a foe. And I believe that is their first championship. But let me go back and check real quick. I have time. I don't care. So this back here, year 2. So this is the second iteration, years 4 to 6. What do we got? So in year 6, the Bird Lizards won. Year 5 was the Flyers, and year 4 was the Thumpers. Yep, and then the Thumpers won years 1, 2, and 3. So that is the Nightbats' first championship here in the series. Congratulations, Nightbats. All right, next episode is going to be the off season for our Dive Bombers, as we're going to go through this team and try and figure out what we're going to do with it moving forward. I think the discipline track we built down was the right one. I just don't think we got enough consistent play from the guys that we had to capitalize on it. Looking at the team, going down the list, we'll just start at the top. Tucker is getting older at 34. I'm willing to move on from her. Gage Cano did not develop into a starter, so he is not ready to be a starting caliber catcher, so we're still looking for a starting catcher. Murphy is great. I love him. Heather Mann was awesome once again. I would love to bring them both back. McKay was disappointing. I'll see what's available out there as a bench option. If not, maybe we just stick with Klippenstein and maybe move off of McKay. We'll see. Stanley Vu was all right this year. He did pretty well. Garius Huffman, he was decent. He got cold there at the end of the year. Simmons was awesome again. Harold South, he was just a late season signing. He's going to be gone. Beal was very disappointing. I want to get rid of her, but she has just so much potential. I just have to chalk it up to being a bad year, and hopefully she will bounce back next season. Dakota was great as a backup. Pruitt was amazing once again. Flora was... This is her worst year so far, but she is still the ace of this staff. Hopefully we can afford her. Thicket came into his own this past season. Butters pitched much better. Fontina had some rough patches, but is a serviceable number 4. Radical was a disappointment. Lowry was great as always. Richards, he's going to be gone. He was just a playoff rental. Reynolds, he was great at the end of the year. And Tyler Tang, surprisingly, at the end of the year, came back and became great. So, you know, there's a lot of moves we might be making next season. There might be not. We just have to see who we can afford and what options are there in the free agent pool. Because we came very close. We've now hit the 500 mark. Now we just got to get this team into the winning half of the league. But yeah, I think we got one more year to try and turn these guys into a winner. Let's see if we can get it done. That's going to be next episode. First things first, let me check league leaders. I did forget to do that before we started the playoffs. Regular season, Salvador Pruitt finished 3rd in MVP voting. Bucket Harper from the Nightbats does win it. He's their ace, I believe. 3 complete games. Oh, my God. I think Harper threw one of those against us, actually. Tapia, there's McBenning, Compton, Slubby, Stark, Harrison, and Klein. So Pruitt led the league in batting average. Slubby led the league in home runs with 9. And then Sam Rich led the league in RBIs with 22. We see Murphy also crack the average leaderboard. Mann reaches the home run leaders. And Pruitt was 4th in RBIs with 20. Pruitt led on base. He was 2nd in slugging and 1st in OBS. Pruitt led the league in hits, followed by Murphy, who was tied for second. Runs scored. Looks like Murphy was up there. He finished 5th. He was always at the top of the lineup. Didn't do a lot of base stealing for our team. No one in the pitching department here. No one in this category either. And no one in, only Butters in walks per 9 and strikeout to walk ratio. So yeah, it was a down year for our pitching staff. I think that held us back quite a bit. Granted, with a negative 31 run differential, I'm not surprised. So, it is what it is. Maybe we try and re-sign and see what we got. You know what? Why not? Let's have a peek and see what we're going to be dealing with next episode. Alright, what do we got? Okay, so Stanley Vu wants to get paid, or he is not coming back. South, he's not coming back. I'm letting him go. Cat Floral does not want any extra money. Thank you. That's an easy re-sign. Thank God. Fontina does not want any extra money. Good, because you didn't earn it. Box Richards, he is going to be gone. I do not like Box Richards. I mean, he was great, but like he's just no. Just no. Alright, so let's go up and down the list. Tucker, I'm not paying any extra money, so let's re-sign. I didn't want to re-sign it asking. Really didn't want to do that. That was my bad. I hit the wrong button. Cano, I'm just going to roll it and see what he gets. He takes it. Good. Murphy, 84%. He should take this. He probably deserves that pay increase, though. Max Loyalty. Come back. Heatherman wants money. Don't blame her. She was great this past season. Hit 310 again. Best home run total, second best RBI total. She's been very consistent here in the series. Slugging was around a little bit higher than the year prior. OBP was around the same. OPS was higher. Yeah, she did really well. She deserves the money. That's true. McKay, he wants money. He didn't earn it. He was absolutely horrible last year. He came on hot at the end of the year, but I don't think I have the room for him on the roster, so I think we'll have to let him go. Yeah, I'm going to let McKay go. Klippenstein, I'm okay with re-signing her. Let's just roll it, see if she takes it or not. She did take it, thank God. Huffman, well, he's not asking for any too much extra money. Let's just roll this, 88%. He does re-sign. Simmons, 86%. He wants some money. Come back to him. Beal, we're not giving you any extra money. You take what I'm paying you or you walk. I don't care. You took it. Of course you did, because you know better. Dakota's a great backup. I'll keep her. Pruitt, 64%. We're going to need to pay him. Butters at 94. We'll roll this, see if she takes it. She does, thank God. Lowry at 99. Easy re-sign there. Reynolds at 92. Roll it. He re-signs. Tang at 88. I'm rolling this. I'm not paying him extra money. He took it. Thank you, Tyler. Richards, automatic cut. I'm not bringing him back. Radical. He didn't play well enough to earn this, I don't think. I don't think he paid well enough to earn this. Risk it. He took it. That's a steal. Thicket at 78. He wants extra money. I don't blame him. Pruitt wants extra money. South, he's going to be a cut. I'm not bringing him back. Vu wants money. Do I keep Stanley or do I just go out and get a cheaper option? Because even though he is a utility player, hear me out, Murphy plays third base all the time instead of him. So maybe we go get a cheaper third base option because we're going to need to pay him money. We have money, but I think we're going to let Vu go. I just wasn't impressed with him this past season. Yeah, he hit 300 again, but like, okay, that's great. You're consistent. I'm going to let him walk. Let me know if you think that was a dumb idea. I'm just running out of money, especially if we're going to pay Murphy, which we are, because he's earned it. I needed that money to come from somewhere. Heather Mann. I think she's earned this money. Give that to her. Simmons. I mean, he was great once again. Didn't hit as many home runs this go around, but he got on base, did his job. Give him the money. Pruitt wants money. Give him the money. Thicket wants money. Give him money. There we go. All right, so we are going into the off season with 1, 2, 3, 4 openings on the roster, 1 reliever. We have an outfield slot that is open. That is actually going to be a bench first baseman. I'm going to try and bring back Dakota Hodges because I like Dakota. Stanley Vu, we can get a third baseman, but we're probably going to make it a cheaper option because we have Murphy who's going to play third base the entire time. And then Lupine McKay, I'm probably going to turn him into a first baseman as well because we have Klippenstein who's a bench infield option who can play the entire infield. So that's covered. And really, we need a suitable first baseman to play in place of Murphy so that he can go over to third base. And Dakota Hodges, I love Dakota Hodges as a bench option, but she is not a starting caliber, so we need a starting caliber first baseman. So we are missing 1 scholarly player, 1 competitive player, so both of those are a tier 1. Another scholarly, we're down to 1 scholarly player. And Richards, so that is Crafty. So Crafty is down to tier 1 as well. Okay. So we're down 2 discipline traits, 1 scholarly, 2 scholarly, 1 spirited. Okay, so we're down to 4 spirited traits, 4 scholarly traits, 7 disciplined. That's it. Okay. All right, tune in next time to see what we do to fill these 4 roster spots. That's going to do it for this episode, everybody. Tough losses today for the Dive Bombers as we lose the first game 2-1 in the pitcher's duel against the Thumpers on a late home run by former Dive Bomber PJ Freeman as that knocked us out of playoff contention, unfortunately, and then we lost it at last place Toucans 6-3 in the second game we played. So we finish at 12-12 for our first 500 or better season in team history, but we're still searching for that first playoff berth and that first winning season. Next episode will be the off season where we will have 4 openings to replace as we no longer have reliever Box Richards. He was just a playoff rental that didn't work out. Harold South is no longer on the roster either as he was a playoff rental that also didn't work out. We let Lupine McKay go, and we also let Stanley Vu go. So we do not have a third baseman on the roster, and we are down to 2 second basemen on the roster. Tune in to see what we're going to do with those roster moves to and what else we might be doing in free agency as well. If you made it this deep, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch down in the description below if you guys want to come over, watch the games live before they're posted, and also follow me over on this platform as well if you so choose. That's at PracNasty over here as well. Shout outs to Silver Spring and Smash Biscuits for both tuning in and chatting with me throughout the stream. Everyone else, catch you on the next one. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be.